Hey, what's good, world? You know what it is, baby. It's Turnt Up TV, Colorado's #1 show for sports, entertainment, and of course, you know how we do it, baby. Colorado hip-hop, and I got a special guest with me right now, man. He's a Colorado MC that's been tearing shit up. He's got a brand new project out right now on all streaming platforms. We got my man Hash in the building.
Bow, bow, bow. What up?
Insert the air horn. Bam, bam, bam. Hash, man, what's been going on with you, dog? It's been a minute since me and you got a chance to sit down and chop it up. But you got this new project out. Like I told you before, man, I was bumping this thing all day in the truck.
Man,
and it goes hard. Word. It's hard as fuck, dog.
Yeah, appreciate that.
I love it, man. Let everybody know, what's the project called?
Man, my new project, Mansa Mustafa. It's an EP, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, you know what I mean? 7 songs, 7 bangers, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to put it out like that, no fillers, you know?
That's what's up. That's what's up. It's been a minute, so since it's been a minute, man, let's remind everybody, if you're not familiar with my man Hash, just get familiar right now. But give them just a quick run through, man. Who are you? Where you from? What do you do?
Man, it's your boy Hash, man. I'm originally from Petersburg, Virginia, by way of Junction City, Kansas. Been living in Denver area since 2003. You know what I'm saying? I'm just that guy with them bars, you know what I'm saying? I'm just an MC, personal trainer, you know what I'm saying? Entrepreneur, business owner, you feel me? Got a clothing line, you know what I'm saying? Look me up on hashgotbars.com. You'll find everything you need to know.
Show him the hoodie, dog. You see it. He ain't playing with the clothing line. His shit go hard.
You know,
I got me a couple T-shirts already. You already know. All right, dog. So, like we said, man, we're going to talk about the project for sure. You've been out here. You've been doing a lot of stuff. Obviously, you've been in the lab. We are fully outside now. We are allowed to leave our houses and do what we normally do. How are you feeling about that, man? How relieving is it for you to be able to get back out into these streets and really just communicate with the community, man?
Man, it's a beautiful thing, man. You know what I'm saying? To actually be able to get out, tap in, do these open mics, do these shows, and be able to touch people again, you know what I'm saying? And gauge real reactions and things like that, man. So it's been amazing, man. Like, we didn't realize like what we was missing out on while we was locked up.
No doubt. Yeah, for real. Like, just simple shit, man. Just seeing somebody out and you're like, yo, I ain't seen that dude in a minute. What's good? Blah, blah, blah. Me and Lance, we almost hugged, dog. We was like, how long has it been, homeboy?
Shit, yeah, me and Cos dead ass ain't seen each other in 4 months.
4 months,
wow.
Man.
Yeah.
To see my guy, I was like, what's up, man? You still got the same mustache. It's a little bit thicker now. I'm proud of my guy.
Yeah, I'm working on it, man. Let's go.
All right, Doug. So we're going to talk about the open mic for sure, but I want to talk about this new project.
Yes, sir.
It's been out for a minute. I know you've already been getting feedback. What was some of the initial feedback that you got on this new project, man?
Man, it was crazy that, like, people tapped in with me that hadn't been tapping in with me before.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And
that's always a good thing.
Yes, it's definitely dope. And even, like, my closest friends is like, all right, Hash, like, this is the one right here. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, the feedback's been awesome. You know what I'm saying? And when I, like, getting back outside and performing these shows and just, like I said, gauging the reaction of the crowd where they're, like, hanging on to each bar, each punchline, and you hearing them in the crowd like, ooh, you know what I mean? Like, that's
missed that.
Dope. Right, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I've been missing that. And this project, man, I'm excited about it, you know what I'm saying? So that's why we continue to put a huge push behind it, you know what I mean? Because I'm already loaded for 2022.
Okay. Yeah, man, I can only imagine, right? Like, just from a DJ performer standpoint, right? I could do some mixes in the crib, and I'll go back and listen to it, and I was like, ooh, that was a smooth transition, or that was dope. Like, I followed, you know what I'm saying? I had a nice little whatever right there. But then once you actually get it out in front of a dance floor, in front of people, and you see their reaction, then you're like, okay, yeah, I wasn't just gassing myself up. So I imagine it's the same way, right? You in the studio, you in there with Vinny, and Vinny's like, yo, that shit went hard. And you're like, all right, yeah, I know that shit went hard. But then once you actually perform it and you got like, you know, a couple hundred people going back at you like, yo, that shit went hard. You're like, oh, Vinny was right. It did go hard.
Right, exactly.
I feel you. All right, that's what's up, man. So this thing is 7 tracks long.
7 tracks, this one, yeah.
Like I told you, man, it's got a little bit of everything on it, right? Like I said, I was listening to it today, and you took some really dope samples, man. Some like blues type stuff, right? You got a dope sample on Birds Flying High,
Yep.
right? Anybody who knows music, once you hear that track, you'll know exactly where that sample's from.
It's
if you
automatic.
don't, get familiar. Like, stop playing yourself. But what I love is the very next track, the Black Koofy.
Koofy, yeah.
Koofy, my bad. I don't want to mess that up. You had another one. It was like a blues guitar little riff in it, and that went hard too. But what I love so much about the song is, and me and you kind of talked about this the last time we was here, you really get to see the spiritual side, right? I don't want to say the Muslim side of you, but that's a part of your life. That's a big part of your life.
Yeah, big facts.
And you really go in on that, man. And like I told you, I get it, but I don't get it because obviously you use a lot of Muslim terminology and things that refer to the Quran and things like that. Can you get into that? Like, what made you make that song, man? What made you open up so much about, being Muslim and that whole side of you?
Well, I like to, when people think about Muslims, just from an outsider's perspective, it's like a lot of people think we're like bland and boring and all we do is pray and that's it. You know
Sure.
what I mean? Like, but we cool too. I'm just want to show the Muslim cool side. You know what
Okay.
I mean? Like we could be Muslim, we could be righteous and fly. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and so I just want to put that out there and then, invite the ummah because there's a lot of us that do listen to hip-hop music, you know what I'm saying? So, and I definitely want, the Muslims to tap in with me. That's why I make songs like Black Koofy. And also, what I've seen, like one of the gifts that we get from Allah is like, we call it dawah, and it's like spreading the word of Islam to others, right? So instead of being like, you got people that'll be knocking on your door, woo-ti-woo, if it's already a seed planted in somebody's head and they're curious about Islam, they feel comfortable to come to me and ask me these questions because they can relate to me because of the music that I do make.
Sure.
And also, if you don't, like you said, you don't understand some of the terms, some people will go as far as to Google and look those up.
Right.
You know what I mean? And learn more about that. So, like, that's why I make those type of songs that spark, like, the interest. And you never know, you might enlighten someone.
Right. I'm going to tell you right now, dog, it enlightened the fuck out of me just listening to it today. And obviously, I knew I was going to get to talk to you today, so I was like, well, I'm just going to ask the man himself, like, what is he talking about? But, yeah, you're right, man. Like, the song is dope, right? You feel it. Like, I feel what you're talking about, and it does. It makes me want to be, like, get more familiar with what you're talking about. Maybe not necessarily to the extent of converting me, but it makes me, want to learn more, right?
Right.
For anybody that likes to learn more about other cultures, other religions, other races, other lifestyles, right? Like, they would definitely listen to this and be like, I want to know more about what he's talking about.
Right, and it's not always in the sense of converting. It's like, sometimes if it's not a conversion thing, it could be like to open your eyes, like, to somebody who might be ignorant to certain things.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Because of the stigmas that we have and the things that we hear,
And we talked about that last time too, right? Yeah. Like, that stigma that comes with that. Right. Not only, obviously, you being, a black man in 2021, but also being Muslim, right? Like, it's like you said, I think the way you phrased it last time was like two black eyes almost.
Yeah, you got
you
two
know
black eyes, yeah.
Right, I feel you. So, yeah, like, that's why I really like the song. Not only did the song go hard, but it really made me was like, yo, what is it? I want to know more about this. So I thought that was really dope. Can you see something like this having a similar impact as, like, Christian rock, right, does for, like, the Christian church? Like, can you see yourself maybe even starting, like, a sub-genre type thing where it's, like, Muslim hip-hop?
Yeah, definitely. And it was kind of a flex, too, because, like, who else can make a song like that? You know what I mean?
I don't know anybody else.
Right, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, not saying nobody else can do it, but, like, ain't nobody did it like I did it. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I could definitely, I want to get more into that as well, like with my music. But I like to keep it street too. You know what I'm saying?
And listen, this guy's been doing interviews obviously before, because that was a dope segue right there. Because I was gonna say, you went from a song like Black Koofy to We Up,
right?
And I told you right before this start, I was like, dog, you literally showed me both sides of the coin, because obviously you're talking about being Muslim and religious things and the Quran and things like that. And the very next track is like, we sell weight, we'll come through and slap your fucking moms, like, don't play with us.
Right.
Obviously you have, again, we've talked before, but you know what that life is.
Yeah.
Right? and you've seen both sides of that coin. So obviously that's how you can rap about it.
Yeah.
Again, what makes you go from
That
one song to that, right? Like,
you know, because I'm not perfect. I'm Muslim, but I'm not perfect. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? And I've made mistakes that, you know, like people tend to hold the Muslims at a higher regard than they do, like, let's say the Christian people.
Sure.
Because it's common for Christian people to do, like, to not live, you know, like the Bible says. But, like, usually when somebody is a revert to Islam, you know, they're very strict or more strict on the rules. But, like a Christian child in America, I grew up Muslim, you know what I'm saying, from birth.
okay.
You know what I mean?
Right. So it's been part of your life.
It's
the
been a
whole
part of my life. So, like, and I've seen other brothers, my father even selling drugs. And so it made it seem like, okay, it's okay to be Muslim and have a girlfriend. You know what I mean? It's okay to be Muslim and slang drugs and just be a normal American person. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I've seen both sides. You know what I'm saying? And I am who I am. I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting better now as, you know, as we grow. You know what I'm saying? But,
As we all are,
yeah,
as
we all
humans,
are,
as men,
humans, you know.
we all grow
Right.
up every single day.
Yep.
Okay, all right, man. You got a couple different features on the album. All of them I love, right? Like they all compliment you, or you compliment them really well in the songs. Tell us about the features, man. How did you choose these ones for this project?
So that was like the premise of the project, Mansa Mustafa. Like, not to like ride the Mansa Musa wave that everybody's hearing about him now, but like, you know, one of the things that he did that he's known for is being, other than being the most wealthy man, is like sharing that wealth.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that I'm the most wealthy man monetarily, but in loyalty, knowledge, and integrity, I'm one of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he traveled on his way to Hajj to Mecca. He was stopping through all these countries and building masjids, you know what I mean, and sharing knowledge and things like that, and building with the other kings. So that's where those features came from. Those are some guys that are around me, some real solid dudes, and I was just building with the other kings, spreading the knowledge, you know what I mean, spreading the wealth of knowledge.
I love it, man. Well, like I said, man, that on each of the songs that you have the features on, they, like I said, either they're complimenting you or you're complimenting them. It goes with the song. At no point in time was there a jam where I was like, this feel forced, you know, because sometimes that happen, right? Like you collab with somebody because maybe like the fans want to see it, or, you know, maybe at one point in time, like you guys made a dope song back in the day or whatever, and it feel forced or it doesn't feel natural. These ones all felt natural, so that's why I had to ask about the features because they was all sick.
Yep.
And, excuse me. Again, last time that you was in here, we was talking about how you had some homies, not so much homies no more. You might even have a nice little 16 in the vault about them. But obviously all these guys are on the good side of hash.
Yeah.
They're not in the don't fuck around, I'll dish you side.
Right, yeah, they don't have nothing in the vault for those guys. Them was my brothers, man. But it was cool, like, Keeve, actually, I don't know if you guys have heard of Keeve yet, but he's from the Springs. I just kind of met him on Instagram.
Okay.
And I thought he was dope, and I reached out to him, and he would happen to be Muslim.
That's dope.
And we just, you know, that's where the Black Kufi came from. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
All right. So he had quite a bit of influence on the whole thing. All right, that's dope. You know what? Let's get into that just real quick, because again, before you got here, me and Lance, we was just chopping it up, talking about how the game is changing, social media and everything like that has changed everything. Again, back in the day, you collabed with your homies because those are the people that you knew. Now you can meet artists, producers, DJs, whatever, on social media, get a collab going with somebody that you've never even talked to before until you guys get into the studio. How much of that do you try to incorporate with making music now? Like, how open are you to collabing with people that you've never done before?
Man, I'm way open to that. Matter of fact, that's how the collaboration with me and Vivid Scientific happened.
Yeah, you was telling me about that.
Yeah, okay. I didn't, you know, he dropped his album today, as a matter of fact. You know what I'm saying? Him and Gloomy Sunday. Vivid Sunday is the name of that project. I'm featured on a track on there, but he reached out to me through Instagram. Like, I never met him. We just followed each other.
That's dope. Well, anybody that follows Turnt Up TV knows Vivid Scientific was one of the staples at our open mics, man. He had came through to a couple of them and just shut shit down, man. Like, I had to, like, replace the batteries on the mic when he was done type stuff. So that was dope. So I'm glad that you guys were able to get, you know, linked up however it is that you guys got linked up, because I'm sure the project is dope. And, if it's dropping today, then I'll be listening to it tonight at work. You feel me?
Yeah. It's crazy, too, because I was telling the show while we was working on Wild TG. I was watching. I was like, man, I want to link up with Vivid and Gloomy Sunday. You know what I mean? But I don't know those guys. You know what I'm saying? And then he got the song on the the radio with Native, and it just so happened that he reached out to me. You know what I mean? Like, yo, that man Sam Mustafa's hard.
There you go.
And I need you on the track. So I mean, that was humbling. You know what I mean? Respect to Vivid, man. Like, Vivid is dope.
That's dope, man. I love it. You mentioned Native. I know you guys got a song together coming out, right?
Yeah.
But you guys have also been really working hard together. And Turnt Up TV is also, kind of throwing their hat in the ring on this one too. But the open mic that you guys have been doing, man, has been sick. Anybody who knows Native Son, and of course he's been on the show a couple times as well before. Shout out to my guy, Native Son. He's all about community. He's all about getting voices heard, working with people, showing people love. I'm telling you right now, man, you'd be hard-pressed to find any other artist that show up to as many events and as shows as this man does. He shows mad love. So the fact that he's kind of putting this open mic together and you guys are kind of pushing it out there, I think is super dope. Talk to the people. How important is stuff like an open mic like that to Colorado hip-hop culture? How important is something like that?
Man, the open mics are very important to the Colorado hip-hop culture, you know what I mean? Because, I mean, it's an opportunity to build.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's important, you know what I mean? And that's the only way we're going to get somewhere is if we keep building with each other, you know what I mean? And I've met some great people at these open mics, you know what I mean? And I'm enjoying, and then I get some practice.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm rapping these songs, and then each and every night I'm handing out, like, maybe, 10 new download cards, somebody that's never heard my music before. You know what I'm saying? And it's an accumulating effect 'cause there's different people there every Sunday.
Every time. Anytime you can gain new fans from whatever it is, whether it be, you wearing a hash hoodie and someone's like, yo, what is that? What is that? Or, like you said, music, open mics, whatever. Anytime you can gain a new supporter is a good thing. And that's one thing that a lot of, I think, artists need to understand is we're so consumed with hundreds of thousands of plays, 1 million plays, 1 million followers, this, that. Everyone's consumed with these gigantic numbers that everybody knows. And the only way you get there is building it. You know what I'm saying? So if you do an open mic and, like you said, you hand out 10 download cards or, you get 5 new Instagram followers or whatever, like, that's how that build, man. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Rome was not built in a day. Like, give me, you know what I'm saying? You cannot find a house that's made out of one brick.
And it's more of personal connections, kind of, more than a superficial. Like, they was rocking with you. Like, that's a true fan. You know what I'm saying? Like, a true supporter.
No doubt. The one thing I love the most when Turnt Up TV did the open mics, and any kind of open mic I've been to, is Colorado has a ton of talent, but not everybody knows the game, so to speak, right? So maybe you don't know the right promoters, the right people to get into these big shows with all these people. So you got to go to the open mics, but just because you had an open mic and you're not opening for some national act doesn't mean you garbage. It just means you ain't learned the game yet. You don't have the right connections yet. You feel me? And we have ran into so many talented people at the open mics where now, right, I mean, almost me and Lance kind of feel like, and this is no shade, we feel like fathers, man, because we're like, yo, I remember that dude from the open mics, and now, he's opening up at this big event or whatever. Shout out to our guy Pedro right there, right? Like, me and Lance met Pedro on some real humble, just got here from Allentown, trying to make a name for myself. And now Homeboy is going to be opening up for Lil Baby in Ohio. So shout out to our man Pedro.
Salute, yeah.
Things like that, or even, again, man, getting connected with you, realizing you got some talent, hearing your music and like, okay, this is dope. And now it's like, yo, like, this thing is popping, dude. This is not just some little bullshit numbers thing. This thing is really growing, and it's growing steadily. It's not bullet up the charts type shit, but it's growing steady. And every single day, plays are getting added. Every single day, you get new followers. I love it, man. I love seeing that, and I love seeing you collab with other Colorado artists like Native Son and Vivid Scientific. That shit is dope, man. I love it. I love all of it. I love all of it. So just for the record, for everyone watching this, Cos loves everything my man Hash is doing. Real time.
Man, Cos, appreciate it. Appreciate it.
All right, man. So I talked to you yesterday, a little pre-interview conversation type of shit, and I said, yo, man, You down to spit a verse? You down to spit a freestyle? What did you say, man? Do you
Light
remember what
work.
you said? Light work. The man said light work. I said, say less. He didn't even say, oh, yeah, that ain't nothing, Cos. I got you. He just light work. I said, okay. So this is what we're going to do, man. We're going to throw a little beat on for my man, and we just going to let him do what he does, and then y'all going to listen to it, and you guys are going to love it, and then you're going to be like, yo, who the fuck is Hash? This dude is dope. And then you're going to get a hoodie, and you're going to get a hat, and you're going to download the, you know what I'm saying, the Mustafa Project, and the whole thing is going to be sick. And then, 10 years from now, you're going to see Hash headlining the Pepsi Center, and DJ Cos going to be DJing for him. And we're going to tell you guys, like,
That'd be heavy.
There it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys are buying stock in Microsoft in the 80s right about now, son. All right? I got you. I'm hyping my man up, dog, so you better have something dope.
I love it. No one's a bigger hype man than Cos, man.
Right? All right, so we're going to get this thing cracking here in a second.
Let's go.
And we're going to throw something off for you, my man, here. And he's just gonna rock. He's just going to do what he does because he's dope like that. And I'm going to turn it up here in a second.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. At 7. Let's go. Hey, Benny. They thought I was gonna be scared, right? Let's go. I don't fuck with regular gold, put some ice in my shit. I'm a gangster, so crack late nights on the strip. Yeah, nigga got hands, but I'm nice with the blick. 9 out of 10 times I punch you right in your shit. Right jab, left cross like Mike Tyson, I'm quick. And he handsome. Bet your lady like me, I'm lit. I used to wear the same clothes for a few days. Now I stay fly like I'm starring in movies. The ock on top like the president's toupee. In my own lane, give a fuck what you say, nigga, this real shit. I was blessed with the gift, flow doper than any form of coke you can sniff. This that raw when you mix it with that fentanyl. Chasing greens like I'm running after tennis balls. I'm the biggest dog chilling in the reservoir. Making other rappers take their fucking necklace off. Niggas soft. Yeah.
Hey.
Freestyle off the top.
There you go.
Tried to catch it at the end.
I love it, man. That shit
Some
was
Turnt Up
lit.
TV
Right.
exclusive shit. You ain't hearing that nowhere else.
You know what I'm saying?
Period. Point blank. You ain't hearing that nowhere else. All right, dog. I had to throw the shades on for that, dude, because I knew you was about to shine on me. You feel me? All right, dog. So the project's out. It's on all streaming platforms, correct?
All streaming platforms.
You can go anywhere. and listen to
anywhere.
this up.
Yep.
Listen, man. Me and my girl, we share a Spotify premium, and she was listening to some murder mystery shit at work, and I was trying to listen to the album. And of course, I don't know if you guys know this, but if you got 2 different phones signed into the same thing, like whoever's first, like it like switches over, but then they can like start skipping. So I was listening to the very first song, right? Like 20 seconds in, all of a sudden the song skips, and I'm like, what the fuck? I look down, song skips again. And then she messages me. She's like, get off my Spotify. I'm trying to listen to my mysteries. I was like, all right, my bad, baby. I'm sorry. So I went to YouTube, and it's on YouTube too, right? For all my Android users, if you don't got Apple Music or whatever the fuck. It's on YouTube. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple Music. It's on everything.
Everything.
So whatever you can use to listen to, check out my man Hash, $H, right? Man, some Mustafa's, the project is dope. And after you listen to that, listen to all his other stuff, because all of it's on there and all of it's dope.
Yeah, go through the catalog.
Real talk, man. And listen, for the people that watch this whole interview from front to back, you see what this man's about. Like, obviously he's about his bars, but he's also about his spirituality. He's about growing as a man. And don't play with him, because he might run up on you in the middle of the night too. So if you into that gangster shit, my man Hash is for you. If you trying to get attached with your spiritual side, my man Hash got you. You feel me? And if you're trying to talk some panties off, I'm sure my man Hash got a song for that too. You feel me? All right, dog. So what else is? I know you said you got some shit ready, loaded for 2022.
Yeah.
Let all the listeners, all the viewers out here know, what can we expect from my man Hash 2022.
Man, so 2022, I actually got, me and Gloomy Sunday got an EP
Let's go.
together, or an album, depending on how many songs we want to put on there.
Whatever they feel like that
yeah.
day.
Me and Ice Cold got a whole one together.
Okay.
And then me and Teflon the Don, he's a producer out of Chicago. He sent me an album worth of beats too, and I knocked them out, and they just sitting and waiting. And you know what I mean, we're just gonna take off January, March, June, and then I'm gonna drop a full length in the fall. You know what I'm saying? So, and until the end of the year, I have several, features. We're gonna ride them features out and start dropping these videos off of the Mansa Mustafa, and just ride it out.
Can your boy get a cameo in a video?
Man, no doubt. We're gonna let you know. You know what? I was thinking about shooting Black Koofy in the sand dunes. Yo, I just need to find out if I could rent a camel.
If you find a camel, I'm on it. I'm on that thing.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm on that thing. Or I'll follow it and pick up its shit. Whatever, man. Whatever you need me to do in the video, just make sure I'm like,
let's go. Right. No doubt. I'm gonna let y'all know for sure. And if you can pull up.
Yeah, and if you can find sand like that in Colorado, like definitely let me know where the fuck that's at. Because I have a feeling you might have to like just go to Home Depot and buy a bunch of sand and just like shoot it correctly. Okay. Oh, well, yeah?
Yeah, the sand dunes.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go, man.
Yeah.
Road trip. All right, man. Let everybody know where can they follow you, where can they find you, all that stuff.
Man, on everything, Hash Got Bars. Hash Got Bars on Instagram, Hash Got Bars on Twitter, Hash Got Bars on Facebook, and hashgotbars.com. All the links is on there, too. So, tap in. I got my clothing brand, Survivor 7 Apparel. The music's on there, the shows or whatever we're going to be doing. But until then, I'll be at the Gravel Pit every Sunday with my man Native Son and MHE Black. Trust the Process, open mic night every Sunday.
Dope.
Artists sign up at 8.
Yeah. Artists, tap in with that. Underground music fans in general, like you said, man, you want to see some untapped talent, the open mics is where to do it at, man. And I promise you're going to find at least a couple that you really just like, and all of a sudden you're like, yo, I got to check out that music, blah, 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 blah. All right, so you said you want everything on social media. Do you have a favorite one? Like if fans or other artists really want to try to get to you quickly, what's the best way to do it? Is it Twitter? Is it Facebook?
Instagram or Twitter.
Instagram, all right. Yep. Instagram or Twitter.
Yep, Instagram or Twitter. So, tap in. Definitely down to, collab, only if it's some heat, though.
Only if it's heat.
Only if some heat.
All right, before we wrap this thing up, we have a tradition here on Turnt Up TV. I've asked you this question at least twice, so we're going to do a little spin on it, all right? Normally I ask you if you could pick any feature and any producer to work with, who would it be, blah, 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 right? We're going to kind of flip the script right now. Is there anybody that's like super popping right now, right? Like a mainstream feature and a mainstream producer that if they approached you and was like, hey, Hash, you want to be on this song with us? You would say, fuck no, get the fuck out of my inbox. Y'all corny as fuck.
6ix9ine and whoever producing his shit.
There you go, man. Ain't fucking with no snitches around here. Right. No 6ix9ine features for Hash.
That's it. No.
Period, point blank. And if you was producer, don't even try it. Yeah. Right? Go somewhere else with that shit.
It don't even matter.
All right, dog. Well, yo, once again, man, it's been a pleasure. I appreciate you.
Yeah,
Thank you for sure, man. Check my man Hash out because he is the truth. You know your boy Cos don't play with that shit, okay? I do not promote bums. I promote good artists. And this man right here, he's one of them. I know you see me rocking the Hash shirt. He's got the hoodie. He's going to hook me up because you know Cos with the hoodies in the wintertime. He's got the clothing line popping off. Make sure y'all check that out, right? Survival 7. He's got the album or the project out right now, Mansa Mustafa, on all platforms. Just stop being a punk, man, and start checking this man out. All right? Turnt Up TV, Colorado's #1 show. You know how we do it, Colorado. Until we see y'all next time, man, stay safe, stay blessed. We'll holla at y'all. Peace.